hope you all come back next year. Yeah, you've been dreamy. I appreciate all of you. And honestly, I have so much respect for your talent. Is what I'll say to you, like you're a talent in insane. And it's so much to grow and build on and develop. And I'm so excited to be part of that. Alright? Go ahead.
The feeling. It's one of those feelings that you don't get anywhere else. I can't really even describe what it is when I'm on stage and when I'm in rehearsal. There's a sense of completion, I think, to myself, to the company. So yeah, just even when I have difficult moments, when I'm reminded of that feeling, I know I can keep going.
Probably the community, to be honest, the community of dance in general. There's so many different smaller communities, or the grand scale community of dance, in which we're able to connect in such a fascinating way that doesn't really require words, just a feeling and a sensation. And music above all else.
Like, I'll be so stressed before or something, but then like the actual feeling of after you've done it is so relieving anyway, and like you realise how fun it is, like as soon as you stop, like you miss it. And I feel like it's those memories that I've created that I'm like, I want to make more of those every single time.
The company, the people you surround yourself with, the feeling on stage, and also just looking at me when we started the academy. And how much we've grown into ourselves as well. Grown together.
The effect it can have on yourself and other people. I think dance has impacted me very positively, in the sense it's one, helped me understand like my emotions, two, showed me like a whole new way that I can move.
That is a heavy question. Do you know what, it was probably my family. My family feel like they're quite musical, especially my dad, who's always playing records and funk tracks, Cameo and Fatback Band and all these other groups, and ever since I was young he would play this music and I would just start dancing.
Well, I did start dance when I was a lot younger with my mum. She used to teach me like Indian and Bollywood stuff, and obviously like in my memory I never remembered it, but my dad would always like, he still says to me, always remember like, you know, you danced with your mum. And I think that's where she sparked it like in me, but I didn't feel like the connection to dance until I saw Sean to like actually inspire me to take dance further. It was in year 7 and I joined a company he held for boys, BD1, and that moment like really inspired me by seeing the way he moved and knowing that he was like a male dancer, because I hadn't seen many like in my life at that point.
In terms of actually wanting to take it seriously, It was when I joined Glenthorne in year 7, and their course there was great for me. And I eventually started dancing with Sean from like year 8 onwards. And he kind of guided me through my contemporary journey. And I started doing some street dance here and there, but probably just my innate love for music and some good guidance along the way.
It's given me so much more confidence and belief in myself. I feel like I would never have had the courage to do like all that I've done outside Dillon dance if it wasn't for Dillon dance and the stuff in Dillon dance itself. Like the environment that Sean sets up, we all know that he believes in us, and I feel like that gives us so much strength to go on and do other stuff even when like he's still around or when he's not around.
I think dancing with him has made me trust myself more and made me feel like my opinions are more important than I thought they were.
I care a lot more about myself in general, which I think has allowed me to progress a lot further. So I think the sense of stability and health Sean has provided me has really been helpful for outside of the studio.
I don't think without Sean I would be looking to do dance in the future.
Stop doubting yourself and just go for it. I feel like I held myself back so much in like fear of failing, but realistically you can never fail. You just like get pushed back and you just gotta like go back up again and keep going for it. And I feel like if I just like stopped wasting time living in fear, then perhaps things would be a lot different. Just be more brave, be fierce, don't doubt yourself.
I would just say stop being so nervous. I used to be so nervous when I was younger. You would not catch me in front of a camera sitting here trying to have a conversation, or even trying to put myself in a space where I was doing a solo on stage, because I used to second guess everything. So I think if there was one piece of advice I would give, it would be just try it and see what happens, because you never know who's watching.
Don't give up and keep going, because I think the friends that you make along the way and all the connections that you make and all the connections that I've made, I think they're all worth it for everything that like I've worked through.
You're actually allowed to talk and stuff, because I
be more
never,
confident.
Yeah.
Put yourself out there and stand at the front. Don't be
Yeah.
scared. I was always at the back.
I was always
Scared to do everything. Aww.
Not to become complacent with it, because when something is important to you and you work hard on it, like you can create something magical. So don't become complacent and keep working hard.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be very hard, but very rewarding. I don't think such happy feelings can come without the lows, but the lows of dance are just has helped me ultimately to understand how to be resilient and believe in yourself, because it can be very difficult in many ways, mentally, physically, but I wouldn't want it any other way.
The vibe between us never changes, no matter like where we go throughout the year. Like we're so close, and like I feel so comfortable around everyone. We're all just so close. It's what I look forward to every week on my little Thursday evenings. I always know that no matter how hard the week is going to be, even if the youth session is hard, I know that it will make me feel better, because it's that sense of comfort that I've had for so long.
Favourite part of dancing was probably the shows itself. the feeling of putting in a lot of work for a project and finally being able to pull it off. And the feedback you get is always encouraging as well to keep going forwards. But show days tended to be quite fun because there'd always be something that goes wrong, but in the best way, and we'd always have a great day because of it.
It's so fun, and it's like everyone has the same like passion almost, because we all want the same thing.
It's very driven, but it's also
and
a
we're
lot
all
of
such
fun.
different people. But with dance, it's like something we all love.
Yeah.
Dillon Dance Youth is very purposeful in the kind of pieces that we create. It makes me feel like I'm making an impact on my audience, which is why I think I do dance, is I want to provoke thoughts and messages, and that's definitely my favourite part, that I feel like I'm making change, even a small bit.
Oh God.
Something I'd want to say to Sean.
Yeah.
Just thank you. Yeah, we love you.
The opportunities you've given us and the experiences, and you've really put your time and energy into us.
Sean, thank you very much for everything. I love you lots.
I would like to say, although you nag at us all the time, you've allowed us to become the dancers that we are, and I can speak on all of us that we wouldn't be the dancers we are without you. So thanks, I guess.
Something that's appropriate for camera. What would I want to say to Sean?
I think you do a lot for young people, more than you think you do, and I think people look up to you a lot more than you think.
I'd want to say probably keep going. Just the work that you do, the work that Sean does is second to none. He really does help a lot of young dancers, myself included. So if possible, I'd like him to keep teaching for as long as possible. Obviously doing what he needs for himself, but I think he has a real talent and a gift to share with young people, and I hope he continues that.
Dillon Dance was like my first proper experience of dance. So to have like the whole community that Sean's built, be my first experience of dance is really special. So it's just thank you. No, that was Foundation.
Don't be slow getting off, just get off so that when the lights come back up, we're not just seeing you get off stage. It's those small things that make the big difference. The textures in the choreography are really beautiful, you hit them really well. A bit like here, yeah? And when the audience are in, there's always that adrenaline that does that. So we need to make sure we've got the calm here and in the body, so that the adrenaline doesn't override the quality and the nuance in the timing, alrighty?
I think every artist has a duty to give back to the next generation, but that's something that I've taken incredibly seriously over my career. I think it's really important that we are giving them the things that we didn't have, so that they have a better opportunity to move forward and do things better and easier and further than we ever could. I also just love being around young people to see their progress. I love seeing their courage, their determination, seeing them overcome so many things. It's really inspiring, and to help them do those things is something that I know that in my career has been, they've always been the career highlights. It's changed my life because it's allowed me to grow my voice and create outside of restriction. It's allowed me to challenge my dancers in a more authentically artistic way. It's made me more patient. It's made me, I don't know if the dancers would agree, it's just made me happier. I enjoy every minute I spend with them, and I know most people don't get that. Don't quit, and be patient. It doesn't happen, in fact, it doesn't happen overnight. Remember where you've come from. Everybody's journey in this industry is completely different, and there are similarities, but there are no comparables. It's really hard, but if it was easy, everybody would do it. be able to get paid for your passion is priceless.
It's gonna come off the roots. That's like the main thing.
Beautification, James.
She's giving pink, isn't she?
We're about to go on Dawn. I just about to say ritual. We're gonna go for Dawn. I've got an orb in my hand. Oh, the music's so cool. We're gonna like breathe across the Beauty in the Wind and that. Like Beauty in the Wind!
What you gotta do, you gotta clean up, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Please help us.
I'm just a girl. I'm actually just a girl.
Hey, come on, fam, come on, let's go.
Cut that.
That was violent.
That's beatboxing.
I'm a beatboxer.
Town. You literally stopped me.
Actually, no. Could I have a lip?
This is acting.
Up there.
Acting.
Here with the Sean Dillon.
Sean.
What's up?
We're back for Showing Vlog 2. This is day 2. This is the last day. Gosh.
And then it goes to Sunny.
That's really cool. Orb interview. How are you feeling today? It's an orb interview. You've got to speak into the orb. Okay. How do you feel really cool.
I'm feeling alright. Ask me again in 2 hours.
What's been your favourite part of working with us this year?
11:30.
Our leaving time.
The end of the
Great.
session.
Go and tidy up. We need to be moving at speed, yeah? We need to be moving.
Document that.
I have.
That is abuse.
Alive.
My message to the Dillon Dance Organisation is that we are fans.